Hi everyone, welcome to another fantastic video. In this video, we are going to see the industries where we can get more number of piping jobs. It's one of the important action for all the piping engineers and those who are getting into the piping profession to aware about the industries around you so that you can find an opportunity, you can find a job easily in a particular industry or a company. So, without wasting much time, let's get into the video. The intent of this video is to give you a knowledge about the industries where you can find more number of piping jobs. So basically our focus will be with the industries where the infrastructure of piping is more. If you can find an industry where the infrastructure of the piping is more, naturally you will be able to find lots of piping jobs and opportunities. So basically our focus will be with the industries and companies where the piping infrastructure is at least 40% of its entire infrastructure. So in that sectors you will be able to find lots of piping opportunities. Before getting into the type of industries, we should understand one important thing, which is the piping is the backbone of all process plants. That's because piping is the medium that transports a liquid from one location to another location, by which we are able to achieve the chemical reactions and the processing of chemicals on time, by which we are making the byproducts, and the byproducts are sold in market to make monetary benefits. So if not piping, the cyclical chain reactions cannot be done on time. That's one of the reason why piping is given more importance in the industries. Since piping is connected with every equipment in the process industries, in case of failure in piping could lead to plant shutdown. Plant shutdown decreases the productivity and the revenue of the plant, because continuous operation is the primary goal of all process plant. In case of failure in piping, it will disturb the continuous cyclical process. In turn, it will impact the productivity and the revenue of the plant. So this shall be achieved only by having a reliable piping network. So reliable piping network shall be constructed only by having a good engineering principles. That is where the piping engineering plays a vital role. We should also understand that piping is predominantly used in industries where the continuous flow of fluids are inevitable. For example, let's take oil and gas industries. In oil and gas industries, oil processing, gas processing, water injection, steam injection, and there are many other utility services works simultaneously. For this to happen, there must be a reliable piping network and reliable piping system. If there is no reliable piping system, it will not support the entire process and it will end up making a huge damage to the infrastructure. This is one of the reasons why I could see that opportunities are endless in piping, and the reasons are listed over here. The first reason is that all process plant operations are all continuous, and for continuous operations, continuous monitoring is mandatory to prevent leaks and damages. Not only monitoring, it also requires a continuous improvement to meet the industrial standard year on year. And it also requires modifications and expansions based on the utilization of the plant. So according to me, piping opportunities are going to grow to a new heights, as I could see a growing demand for the process plant requirements in our country. Alright, let's get into the subject. I have classified the industries into two types, Class 1 and Class 2. Class 1 is a type of industries where it needs more piping infrastructure, and Class 2 is a type of industries which needs less piping infrastructure. So basically, in Class 1 type of industries, you will be able to find more number of opportunities and more number of piping jobs. And in Class 2 type of industries, you will be able to find a less number of jobs. Compared to Class 1, the magnitude of opportunities may be less in Class 2. So now let's see what are the Class 1 and Class 2 types of industries. In Class 1 type of industries, oil and gas sectors, hydrocarbon and petroleum sectors, and petrochemical sectors, chemical sectors, and power sectors, and pharma and medicine sectors, and beverage sectors, and water treatment plants and water treatment industries. These are the sectors and industries that falls under Class 1 type of industries, where you will be able to find lot more piping opportunities and piping jobs. Now let's see the Class 2 type of industries. Class 2 type of industries are basically the type of industry where the piping network requirements are less. Basically, the infrastructure of the piping requirements are less. So, but still you will be able to find an opportunity for piping, because as I said, the magnitude of the opportunity may be less, but still you will be having opening for in these industries. So what are the industries that comes in class 2 type of industries? Basically FMCG sectors. FMCG companies where the oil and shampoo, soap, hair beauty, hair conditioners and beauty products manufacturing units, these are all comes in class 2 type of industries. And along with FMCG, fertilizers and cement industries, food processing units, and firewater service providers, and all these industries are also comes in class 2 type of industries, because all these types of industries needs a little amount of piping to handle a utility services. That is what I have listed in the last point, that all industries that uses the utility services such as potable water, steam, instrument air and service water and nitrogen needs the piping involvement. So these services basically are run through piping, which needs an expansion, which needs a modification, and if there is any repair that needs to be corrected, for all these piping design engineers and piping engineers has to be involved. So that's one of the reason why that I am saying that in class 2 industries you still have an opportunity to find. But comparative to the class 1 industries, class 1 industry has a huge number of opportunities. In class 2, the number of opportunity may be less. Alright, till now we have seen the industries where we can find more opportunities for piping. Now we are going to see the different nature of business where we can find the piping opportunities with respect to our skills and qualification. I have classified the nature of business into two different types. One is operator and the second type is service provider. Let's look into these types in detail. Operators are basically the government bodies who owns the company, who owns the process plant. Basically, these are the process plant unit which involves in manufacturing of byproducts. So basically, the companies like Saudi Aramco, ADNOC and Kuwait Oil Company, these are the companies which are known as operators, who runs the plant, who makes the byproduct out of the plant. The next type is service providers. Service providers are basically vary with the type of service that they provide. So here I have listed 5 major types of services by which the companies are predominantly classified in the industries, so that you can find an opportunity in these companies. So the first type is technology suppliers, second one is engineering service providers, third one is EPC. EPC stands for engineering procurement and construction contracting, and PMC. PMC stands for project management and consultants, and the fifth one is construction, which is a pure construction company. So these are the different services which are provided in the industries, and few companies are really improved their expertise in these services, and few companies they provide multiple services together, and few are really focused on one particular services. So let's look into these services in detail. So what does technology supplier does? Technology suppliers are basically those who sell the concepts in the sense of ideas, and they sell the engineering procedures and engineering specifications and material specifications. So basically these are companies who you must be well known about it. Basically the companies like Shell and Chevron and ExxonMobil. So these are the technology suppliers who basically supplies the complete concept of the plant. And the second one is the engineering service providers. Engineering service providers, what does they do? They further develop the concept, they perform detailed engineering, they prepare the drawings, and they prepare the detailed specifications which are received from the technology suppliers, and they prepare the procurement specification, and they support for the construction also. So companies basically like Technip and Bechtel and Fluor, these are companies that provides engineering services to the client. And the next one is EPC. EPC stands for Engineering, Procurement and Construction. What does they do? They exactly does everything that an engineering company does. In addition to that, they do a procurement and as well as the construction. In case of cost cutting scenario, the construction will be outsourced to other party contractors, or else
if they have the facility to do a construction, and if the cost is not affected that much, they do the construction on their own. So in case of outsourcing, they still control and monitor the entire execution right from the start to the end. So these are companies something like CBI, KBR, Honda Engineering and Samsung Engineering. They have the potential to do the designing work and as well as the construction and procurement. The next one is the project management consultant. So these are companies which neither do an engineering nor the construction. They actually act as a project management and consultant. Basically, they manage the project. They perform reviews and they involve into a lot of discussions, ensure that the specifications are followed, ensure that the engineering companies are not stuck with any technical issues. So basically, these are companies like AMEC, Worley and Bechtel. They does the project management consultant as well. And the last one is the construction contractor, which is basically the pure construction. They does only the construction and as well as the commissioning. So these are companies which are not involved in other activities such as the procurement and design engineering. They are the pure construction companies which has an equipment to do construction works. Thanks for watching my video. Hope this video is helpful for you to understand about the types of industries and the types of businesses where you can find more piping opportunities. If you still have any doubts or any clarification needed about the certain services and the opportunities in that services, you can comment in the comment section. I'll be able to respond to you. And I'm really happy to have more subscriptions, and I'm overwhelmed by your support. I will try to put more useful videos which can make your career better actually. So once again, thanks for watching my video. I will meet you with another fantastic video. Until then, bye from Subhash Chandra.